welcome to the year 2025.
Did we time travel? What?
You ruined my bit. I'm out. I can't work under these circumstances.
See you next year, folks.
She had
Keep happening. Look, we can do anything to stop these things from happening.
until these things stop happening.
We can all be happy
This
that
thing does
you
not
didn't.
happen.
At least you didn't say like 2024 or 2026, right? That's the big fear, is that if you go welcome to 2025, but you say the wrong year. So
Oh yeah.
I would do that.
I might not say the wrong year, but I would definitely write the wrong year.
I've already done
There's
that.
gonna be a
Yeah.
couple of times where you're like, oh shit, no, wait, and you have to like, and you wrote it with ink, and now you got to do the thing where you scratch it over, or you got to find a new paper.
Yeah, or you look at something that's got an expiry date and you're like, oh, that's forever in the future, but it's like in 3 days.
Yeah, or the fact that now this year, half of the 90s kids turned 30. We're all 30.
Why would you say these things? Wait,
half of all the 90s,
naturally though.
but I'm saying in the
Oh.
world.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
In the greater
We
scheme of
achieve
things.
half of all the 90s kids have
Welcome
turned
to
30.
being naturally 30.
Wow.
Welcome in. You can join the
Yeah.
clan.
this is true.
Well,
This is true.
we in the game of which one this is not from the 90s. Unfortunately, we got one person, but we needed an adult. So
And we didn't get one. None of us. Someone help, please. We are struggling.
we are struggling, and you might be wondering who we are who are struggling. Hi, I'm Josie Poser, the dungeon mistress of this campaign, and I want to thank you all for joining the first session of 2025. I am joined by all of my friends. Surprise, surprise, we thought we were going to be one marble short, but we found it. And speaking of marbles, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
I am the so-called Marble Weather Storm. Yes, I almost didn't make it due to storms, funny enough. I played Trish Motherborn. She is an Amethyst Dragon, Dragonborn. She is also a bard, but she doesn't know how to be a bard. She does enjoy her books and her smart, and she's going to enjoy this year going forward.
Nice. Very nice. And who's sitting next to you?
Sitting next to the marble, which we did find under the couch. It had rolled under the couch. It's got some weird fuzz
Sounds
on
like
it.
it was.
Yeah, we questioned why it was
Yeah.
wet.
It was a
We
little
shouldn't question.
gross, to be honest.
Don't
Always.
question.
Never question. It's
Mm,
always good.
don't question.
Anyway, I'm Aussie Defro. I'm playing Tinker Slobbersnout, the party's pet kobold, who is not actually a pet, but I think some of them might see him as one. He's an artificer. He likes to bite people. He likes to, threaten to bite people, and, he's just very mouthy. Just very mouthy.
Mm.
In all the
And,
ways.
Yeah, and as a moral antithesis or counterweight, we do have a good boy on the party, Roju. If
Oh.
you would like to introduce yourself and your character.
I'm not the good boy. My name's Roju.
You are good.
You might know me
Ro-
from participation.
No,
Awards.
Roju is a good
The good boy,
Right
though,
boy.
is Forrest Barkley, who is the Goliath Paladin that I play in this campaign.
It's true. It's true. He's a good boy. And last but definitely not least, but maybe the one in the roughest spot right now,
But definitely the smallest.
Cuddly Raptor. Oh shit.
Shit. Starting 2025 off very strong with the short jokes. Hi, I'm Cuddly Raptor. You may know me from the channel Cuddly Raptor. You probably don't. That's okay.
Wait, Cuddly Raptor, the channel on Twitch.
Cuddly Raptor, the channel on Twitch. I almost said com. We're not going. We're not doing it.
I did not hear
That's
com.
not a thing. Anyway, I play Morel. She doesn't have a last name. Last names are for she is a grumpy half-elf sorcerer with a really strange void cat.
Yeah.
That's
true.
about her, yeah.
We are going to rush through some small announcements before we get all the way in there. All the way up in
Well,
there.
We
gosh.
are digging our way into it.
We are digging. We're digging
I'll get my shovel.
Diggy diggy hole.
diggy hole.
Oh,
But I'm
I
not a
definitely
dwarf.
diggy hole.
Is it too early to say I hate it here?
Yeah, but only
No,
if
I
it's
think
yours.
it's just about the right time.
Okay, perfect.
This month of January, there will be no one shot because we all have things to do, and we've had a break. Like we've had a very dedicated time off the channel, and we need to, we need this month to get ourselves sorted again, and we all have our own things we're going through. So we're focusing on Sundays the most because we want to make sure that this game continues, mostly for our own sakes, because we want to know what happens.
Yeah, not for any of you guys, just
Yeah.
for us.
To be honest, this whole time we were like, we just want to play D&D, and we were like, just huddling it to ourselves this whole time. We was just like, we just want to do it. We don't want to show it. And then we were like, oh, fuck it. We'll show you guys anyway.
Yeah, that's also Roju like every Sunday. It's like, I just want to play D&D. Can we play D&D now?
I have
And-
missed our game the last couple of weeks.
I have
Yeah,
as well.
me
Oh, I'm
too.
so excited. I hope you're all excited. I think,
No,
unless
actually,
we have anything.
No, I'm Roju.
Go ahead. You're Roju? Oh, okay. You're Roju? Aussie, you had something to say?
No, I was just gonna add on to like the fact that I've been missing the sessions. I've been missing them so much. I started doing Tinker's voice at work. So
You're like, get back to work.
so I was in my office and I just heard from the staff room someone was imitating a customer. Like an angry customer. So I went, and they did it perfectly. So I went out there. I'm like, oh, that's an amazing impression. Do you do voices anywhere else? And they're like, no. They were really embarrassed about it. I said, no, don't be embarrassed. I do voices every Sunday. I started doing Tinker without realizing it. Then all the talking stopped in the staff room. Everyone was looking at the manager, speaking like a kobold. I was.
You should.
Right.
Sure.
So can we just do a show of hands who's got a slight addiction to D&D then?
I just...
For those of you in the podcast, everyone's hands have gone up.
That's true. That's true. But yeah, I think that's all we've got. If you want to stay in tune with the news, remember to join the Discord. That's where most of the communication happens currently.
That's right.
Our peripheral shows, our other streams besides Sundays, will resume when time and energy allows. But for today, for the first time of the year of Someone's Lord 2025, we're going to play some D&D. Roju,
Yay.
would you mind, for the first time
yeah.
in the year of
want
Someone's
to
Lord
do the thing?
2025, roll the clip?
Roll the clip. We'll roll the clip.
D&D.
What?
Oh.
Last time on the Quintessence, a Sammantis Chronicle, the group left Rupert's Post, having done work for the people who are trying to start a village there. They acquired information, maybe some friends, some frenemies, and most importantly, a sail. The party, aboard their ship Hold Eater, a leviathan taken the form of a ship, and their current traveling companions, Nyla, another Raja, one of the dragon kind, similar to Trish, and Vanya Fuela, one of the heights of ingenuity, one of the 5 leaders of the city-state of Hague, who had been apparently falsely accused and very quickly sentenced to some form of strange isolation as she was pushed into an artificial seed, a singularity of primal energy. The party were then hired to fetch her, bring her back for her actual trial, but it turns out it was all a trap. Hardly, toughly, dangerously, maybe deadly, they made it through that seed and they ended up in the middle of the Dead Steel Sea. But now they're on their way back. As the season changed from Requel, the season of travel and festivals, into the season of Gavintel, represented by the god of death and magic, the seas, now violent with fury, sky clouded with rain clouds, tempests and torrents, rainfall and thunder. And still, they all decide to head back because they've been told that if Nyla don't get back within 3 days, a contingency message will be sent to the Wormcrest Archipelago pointing out Tinker, Slobbersnout, and Trish Smotherborns as the reason for her disappearance. While they are trying to rush back to Hague to stop this from happening, Vanya has also been showing signs over the last couple of weeks of spellblight. A feedback or rebound of magic, but she's in denial. And as Mirel finally got through to her to at least try to see if there is magic within her, in an effort to help rid Vanya of the symptoms, they went towards the engine room of Hold Eater, where one of its 3 mouths exist and where Mirel frequently feeds it magic. Mirel then got a message. As the sound of ocean waves lapping against cliff sides and beaches, a voice spoke into her ear. A voice, that of her father, spoke. "My child, dear daughter, do not worry, but I have some grave news. Your grandmother is missing." And that's her gonna come back. Mirel, you hear this message as your hand is on the handle to the engine room. Vanya behind you. She has not heard anything, it seems. And you know that your father's magic allows you to respond if you wish to do so.
Oh, Mirel knew that, but Cuddly didn't know that. Mirel freezes for a moment, hand almost at the handle. And just replies back, "Where do I start to look?" And I'm gonna have to roll.
Make a charisma saving throw.
And she keeps it together because she has to get Vanya better and get her off this ship
Shit.
so she can go find her grandmother.
After you send the message, the emotions bubbling within you. They are almost at the surface, but you breathe. You hear behind you, "Is everything okay?" Tired and feverish, Vanya looks at you with a worry.
And Mirel has to open her hand again because she has clenched it very tight, taking that breath.
Definitely some condensation and frost on the handle that you were reaching out for.
It is fine. Let's go.
You enter inside. And Vanya, who's only been in here once before, when she was in a rush, she was excited when she was trying to see if she could implement her artifice to speed up the boat when you were being chased by a twister. Looks around. No marks of where she carved into the wood floor and the wall. They seem to have repaired themselves. And she takes in the sight before her. And she reaches out for your hand as almost a child who needs some form of comfort. Someone who does not want to be alone in this moment.
Mirel takes the hand and lets Vanya lead the pace as they approach the mouth. Doesn't go too fast, just kind of stays either even or slightly behind.
Vanya takes a step forward and then stops, and she looks towards you. What do I do?
Let me show you. And Mirel will feed a second level spell to Hold Eater.
Okay.
So she's going to lead Vanya and sort of kneel down with her, making sure that she's not too close, because if she ends up in there, that's going to be a whole thing to explain. And the way Mirel usually feeds her spells to Hold Eater is she just reaches out over the mouth and reaches out a hand and just, it's almost like relaxing. She just lets it go. And she's not sure if that's going to work for Vanya, but as she feeds that second level spell, she just says, I am not sure how it will feel for you, but just imagine it is like your inventions. It should come effortlessly. You do not have to force it. You just have to allow it.
She watches you, and there's definitely a moment of realization and fear, as this is the first time she sees you practicing your craft of magic. And she looks at you. And you can see her putting 2 and 2 together in her head. Slowly, she definitely seems exhausted. The sweat on her brow, her deep red skin seems pale, reaching almost like the color of burned out charcoal, patches of gray, and you see the blue veins that symbolizes the spell blight. But how can you be so sure? How can you be so sure that's what I should do? And she takes a half step backwards.
Muriel, without taking her hand from the mouth, will reach out for Vanya's hand, if she will allow. Or if she takes.
She looks cautious. What? Who are you?
Right now, I am just someone trying to help.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh-oh. Okay.
It's alright, the first roll of 2025 was a natural 20. Just do it again.
Oh, the
my
second one as
fucking
well!
Oh, baby!
Carly Raptor is 2 for 2.
It's
Two
the
for
year
two,
of
there we
morale.
go.
Is what's
Don't
it,
roll
what it
any
is.
more. Don't
Okay,
roll any
I'm
more for
sorry,
this
I
whole
can't do
year.
any more rolls.
100% hit rate. Yeah.
Here's the thing, everyone.
Mm.
And this is, I will send you screenshots of my notes.
Oh, no.
But this check was going to act as a DC for Vanya. So, Vanya now has to make a check.
Oh.
And only if she beat the check. No, this is a good thing.
Oh.
You want her to fail this save.
Mm.
Okay.
And, I'm not sure she has enough stat. You know, we're playing a numbers game here.
DC 27. Damn.
DC
You want me to push?
As you see Vanya struggle, not even though she asked who you are, you get the sensation that it is also an internal question. What does this mean for who she is? As she's stuck between what it could mean, what it would lead to if she accepts, if she takes this step. So I'm going to make a roll. She's going to make a charisma saving throw.
Jeez, good luck.
Don't get a nut 20.
Against
Don't do it.
against a
Don't do it.
DC 27. I would have said that she would have succeeded regardless on a natural 20, but you also got a natural 20.
You just roll 20?
No, I'm just saying that I was
okay.
going to say
I was
that
gonna
if
say, like,
I
is it
would
just
have
all
rolled
20s
a
this year?
natural 20,
Nothing but 20s this year.
Yeah,
That's what
nothing
we
but 20s.
It's all 20.
20. Okay, I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll it openly for everyone.
Oh, man. I'm so nervous.
The dice have spoken.
What a start to the year.
It was a natural 1, just for those of you who are listening. It was a nat 1 against a nat 20.
Yeah,
that's a 2
Love to
to
see
save
it.
against 27. Very nice.
Yeah.
Love to see it.
Lovely, lovely.
Beautiful.
Vanya takes a moment and you can see her eyes tiredly darting around as she's considering, calculating. And then she closes her eyes hardly, she grabs your hand, and you can feel her body shaking. with fear. But she's trusting you in this moment.
I don't know if she needs to roll anything else, but I would like to only if she's accepting, I would like to cast guidance.
Yeah, because you're a druid now.
Yep. First
Yeah,
guidance of 2025.
First guidance of this campaign.
Yeah. And I just want the feeling of, I know it's scary, but you can follow through. Not to really push her, but just to sort of give her that. Yeah.
She holds your hand and she closes her eyes and reaches the other one as she takes like a little bit step. She's still keeping distance from the mouth, but she's leaning in, reaching her hand forward. And she's trying to do what you said, to think of her inventions, to let it come naturally. And she takes a deep breath. And I'm going to make a roll. And you said you did do...
I did do guidance.
You did do guidance, so I get a D4. Okay, well, this time I'm... Okay, I'm just gonna let you know. It was not a good roll. The scales are now equally balanced, if I put it like that.
Oh no! Oh no! We love that guidance though, right?
That's probably not gonna help. I'm gonna... Nope. So the question is...
Am I gonna have to suck this magic out of her like a snake venom? I'll do it, Josie. Don't make me.
She takes a deep breath and she exhales. She exhales. And you feel it. Like a little tiny heartbeat of magic. But not quite enough. Something wanted to happen, but didn't quite get there. And she quickly retracts her hand and says, I don't know. But you can at the same time feel that she's squeezing your hand. Like she's trying to stay in this moment as fear is getting a grip on her and she is putting all of her faith in you in this moment. And she looks at you. What do I do? And you can feel the heat. Not only her high body temperature, but the fever is almost burning your hand. And you see that she's starting to tear up.
What do I have to roll to encourage the magic to come out?
I'd say a charisma check. Just charisma.
Just charisma. All right. Okay. I don't think in third nat. I think I used up all my nat 20s for the years, guys. I'm so sorry.
I can't believe we got double ups.
I
on
know.
the ones there.
You just gotta believe.
You gotta
Okay.
believe.
I'm pushing.
That was close, though.
I saw
That
it.
was very close. I
would have just landed on the
am.
dice. Just
I'm absolutely pushing on that.
Okay.
Okay, so that's
That's
a
what she said.
14.
14.
I don't think I can push
You-
again. Mm,
No, you cannot stack it. But I will say a
no.
14 in this instant is good.
Okay.
It will definitely affect things as you feel the magic inside of her. And it's different from yours. It feels I wouldn't say mechanical, but structured in a different way.
Hmm.
And it's... Whereas your magic flows freely, this one needs paths to move along. It is, I would say, rigid in its behavior.
Oh, she needs something to... Oh my god, okay.
I will say, with your background, Mirelle, she is not a sorcerer. She can only do magic in ways that she has learned to do.
So she's a wizard.
You're a wizard.
Okay, no, that's very exciting because then she just needs something to put it in. Like a stick. No, I'm not gonna have her use that. That's a bad stick.
That would be a terrible idea.
That would be a terrible idea. But Mirelle is actually kind of excited because she does not get the chance to feel other magics very often. And it is different from hers, and it's something she's not felt before. And she kind of smiles and squeezes the hand and says, I can feel your magic, but I think it needs a conduit.
Conduit? What do you mean?
Mine just flows. It is a little bit chaotic, but yours is more structured. Yours needs to flow down something.
Like what?
Do you have a favorite tool, or do you want to carve more designs?
Do you think that would help? I don't have any tools on me. I usually just take Tinker's tools.
Maybe a
Down
design.
the other end of the
then.
ship.
Maybe a design. Maybe something like you drew before, but you can channel it through there. I'm sorry, this is new to me as well.
Channel it. A design. And she lets go of your hand. And she looks at her own hands. There's a moment where she seems lost in thought. I think we need to go up on deck.
All right.
And she seems to be distracted by her thoughts, like her surroundings aren't impacting her as much as before. And she turns around and heads out the room.
Mirelle will follow her and shut the door tightly.
Mm-hmm. And she will walk up the stairs into the pouring rain on top of the deck. She walks to the very front of the ship. Are you following her?
Yes.
Do the others see them?
If
walk
you
out, or-
feel like you're
Can't even
around to
remember
see
where
this.
where we were at this time.
Usually we find Forrest driving,
Mm.
so he would definitely see this. Oh my god, we need to get him a steam whistle.
Yeah, if the others start gathering, Mirelle will kind of just gesture to stay back with her because she doesn't want to lose that train of thought. But she's gonna Yeah, follow from a little bit of a distance.
And you hear Vanya whispering to herself as she's looking at her hands while moving towards the edge of the boat. And she's looking at her hands and she's muttering something that sounds like formulas.
If Tinker followed the procession up there, can he see her speaking?
Where would you say you are currently?
It'd probably be like if he noticed everyone walking out, he'd probably follow. He's inquisitive like that. He wouldn't.
But she'd most likely have her back towards you, but you might pick up on some of the words where she is, she's talking about ignition, the theory of ignition, what is needed.
Okay.
Tinker starts thinking about the fires he might possibly have to put out in a second.
And she's muttering to herself. She walks up to the edge and she just holds her hands out. And she exhales. A blast of fire erupts from her hands and she stands stunned as there's a wave of heat that hits all of you. As she looks at her own hands. As she turns back and looks only at you, Mirel. And she starts crying.
And
she just falls down to her knees, hides her face in her hands, and starts sobbing. And Nyla comes running up, seeing what's happening, and immediately looks to Tinker. What did you do?
I did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You're right over there.
look, Meryl's not a hugger, but she's going to go and kneel down and give her a hug. Like a legitimate, not a half-assed, not just one of those little pat on the backs, just head in the shoulder and hold, just like her grandmother would do for her.
Vanya cries loudly, and in between sobs and heaves, you hear her say, "Who am I? Can I even go home? I don't want this."
But you've got this, and it can be a gift.
How is it a gift? How? It's a curse. I'll just bring death and ruin upon everyone I know.
No. You will just bring...
anyway.
Drop another fish.
Suddenly a panther shows up.
Not again.
Not again. And Mirel just sighs and says, I know it seems destructive, but destruction is just change. And it can also be used for good.
Oh, I'm going to use that later. Destruction is just change. Oh, that'll get me out of trouble.
You little shit.
Nyla turns towards you, Tinker, and says, "What are you looking at? Leave her alone. Give her some space."
Fine. Takes a half step back. He wasn't even that close.
And
to anyone.
Nyla seems almost personally offended by almost there being an audience, if only if there's like two people.
Technically, you're part of the audience too.
The occasional,
She'll
like,
walk up.
concerned head of the forester, like,
Yeah,
trying to
yeah,
peer
he's-
around from the
he's
ship's
probably
wheel.
the furthest one away.
Yeah.
Nyla doesn't even bother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's going on over there? Nyla walks up and also kneels down, puts a hand on Vanya's shoulder, and says, "It's gonna be okay. If anything, I know you're the smartest person out there. If anyone can figure this out, it's you." And she like throws you the biggest stink eye. And Vanya looks at the two of you, Mirel and Nyla. She says, What will my family say? What will Hathok say? I am...
That we cannot know.
But... I've betrayed her.
Have you? I think...
am touched by the sea now. I'll just drag everyone down to the depths with me.
You, and I mean this in the best way possible, you are not like me. You are learned.
What does
You
that...
learned these things.
No, it's still magic, and magic belongs to Gavin Tell.
Not yours.
I don't want it. As she looks at her hands.
You may not want it now, but give it some time. You may find that it can help.
Who? I don't see how it'll help me.
Maybe
How do I
not
hide
you.
something like this?
Well, practice in secret. You already have a trusted friend. And look, it may never help you, but it is not necessarily supposed to just help you. Nyla says you are smart. I believe that.
But it's wrong.
Face is wrong.
I'm just gonna mute Roger.
I do not think it is wrong to share what you have. I think it is just different now. You can still do great things.
Can you do great things that don't kill people, that don't curse those around you? Magic is a blight upon the land. It is not meant to be for anyone. Those who've shown control can be granted magic by Hathok. This is not Hathok's magic.
I do not know if my things are great, but I have seen my friends heal and help. And I have started to learn from them. So I think this will be a journey. You will still be learning.
See, as she takes a deep breath in, the rain pouring on her, on all of you, really, that a wall of pride starts building itself up again. Then you teach me. If you weren't here, this wouldn't have happened.
Wow.
She would have died.
All right. It is different, but I can tell you what I know.
And she looks shocked by that response, as if she expected an argument to start. And there's like an immediate, as she was trying quickly to build that wall back up, it crumbles.
Whoops.
Okay.
I'm not as good as my
I'll hold you
tutor,
to
but-
it.
All right. I hope you do, or I will oversleep for lessons.
But you're the teacher.
Hmm.
She's the cool teacher.
I'm a cool teacher. You can just call me Morel. Not Miss Morel or anything.
Because you don't have a last
I
name.
don't have a
Can't
last
call you
name.
Miss anything.
Can't call me Miss anything.
Miss me with that.
Nyla looks at you, trying to deduce what might have happened. Looks at Vanya, and then says, "Let's get you to bed." You can see the exhaustion on Vanya's face, but there's definitely a calculating curiosity as well.
And Josie, as Vanya is sort of walking away with Nyla, if I were to make a cheeky little Arcana or Medicine logic check on whether or not that spell blight is feeling a little bit better.
I'm gonna say make a medicine check.
Medicine check. All right. It's a 12.
12 looks unchanged.
She's never done any magic and probably pretty backed up as it was, right?
More science is needed.
Mm.
More science is needed.
By science, I mean magic.
Science?
No science here.
He gets toupee. Picks
less
up
less
science.
science is needed.
Less science is
Oh.
needed. I'm sorry.
The toupee sags.
No.
Is the toupee like emotional responsive?
I think so. I hope so.
Having witnessed this, what are any of your thoughts, knowing that for about 2.5 days you're just gonna be traveling, trying to navigate your way back to Hague?
Trish is more or less gone. You know what? Perfect time to start some writing. And she's gonna go hunker down in her room and she's gonna write some letters to home.
Okay.
Tinker is immediately going to start putting his battle bug through a strict training and eating regime. He is going to train this little guy up to be the strongest of boy.
Very
Say
best?
the very best.
Yeah, that
He ever
no
was?
bug ever was.
Oh shit.
What's his name?
What's his name? That's right. I was meant to, just like Cuddly was meant to figure out a return message over the last couple of weeks, I was meant to think of a name for my
No.
Rhino Beetle, wasn't it? It was a
Oh,
Rhino
it
Beetle.
was.
Yeah.
That's okay. If you don't have a name, that's okay. I was just very excited, but you don't have to have a name. We can wait.
We
Maybe a
can-
cliffhanger.
We can. The
circle back to that.
name to be advised. TBA.
TBA. TBA. Well,
We can't wait for the debut.
Debug, I think you mean. Debug.
The debug.
Yeah.
The debutant.
he's Debug.
He's debut.
Yeah, he's set up a little. He's like, even though it literally hatched like a day ago, he's set up a little training course, and is guiding it through.
Okay.
Has no idea what battle bugs like do. in
You
actual
did get a
battle.
pamphlet. I will send you the rules for how to play Battle
He
Bugs.
will. He hasn't read the rules yet. He's just. It's just.
This guy would take IKEA furniture and just do it how he thinks. He wouldn't look at the
Oh my
pictures.
god, can you build like a tiny, tiny, tiny suit of armor?
Yeah. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Amazing.
Well, with that strange start to our year, we are going to go on an early break. We will be back here shortly. We're going to let those ads go in the background. And we'll be back here in just a few minutes, everyone. And we're going to see what the party gets up to when this party boat. Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
We'll be back super shortly, everyone. Sorry for the early break. Back soon. Or do you
We're
missed
back.
the joke where I say dunk on these nuts, by the way.
Wow.
Just to throw
And now
it
you
out
haven't
I
there.
missed
missed it.
it.
I heard it twice
So-
now. It was good.
Thanks, Josie. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We can't have you all missing out on the D's Nuts jokes. I just want to
No,
No.
you can't.
Yep.
You
it
can't.
wouldn't-
You know what you also can't miss out on?
The Wilhelm
These
scream?
crime introductions. Welcome back, everyone. I'm
It's
Joseph
really
Oser, the
smooth.
dungeon mistress of this campaign, and I'm joined by all of my friends. Let's do a quick little round. Let's start with the Cuddly Raptor. Say hi, Cuddly Raptor.
Hi, Cuddly Raptor. I play
And who
Morel.
are you playing? You play
Uh,
Morel.
oh,
Great,
yeah.
great. Moving on. Chop, chop, people. We can't be here all day. You know, when we're live, we're working.
Hey, I'm Roger
Get
on
this
participation
done.
while I play Forest Park Music Goliath Paladin Go Orb.
I am Weatherstorm. I play Trish. She's a Amethyst Dragonborn Bard.
And
Nice.
I'm Aussie Devfro. I play Tinker Slobbersnout, a kobold artificer who bites people.
Okay, this is not a drill, people. We're here to play D&D, not have fun.
No fun.
No biting, please.
Look, dice rolls and rules. That's
Mhm.
all there is. RP
100%.
is for noobs
And nerds.
and nerds. And I
Well,
was gonna say,
It's a good thing we're nerds.
Yeah, I was
And-
just gonna be like, shit. Okay, so let's RP, folks.
Well, RP is for losers. Oh,
I'm a loser. So
see,
says my
yeah.
mom.
wow. Wow.
My mom says I'm a loser.
Wow.
That means we can play D&D now.
It does. It does. So, first of all, if there's nothing specific anyone wants to do, let me know. Or if there's something specific you want to do before you arrive, let me know.
No, I only would have caught someone, probably Morel if possible, as they were returning from whatever the scene was.
Yeah.
Just to kind of go like,
Scene of the crime.
yeah, just be like, hey, she alright? She okay?
She's fine. She can use magic.
Oh. She seemed really upset about it, though.
I mean, a big change can be upsetting,
True.
but she will come around, I think. Forrest,
Eh?
I have a favor.
Is that a thing where you want something?
That is the thing.
Ah, sure. What would you like?
I am now also looking for family. And I may need your help.
And he kind of like stops and kind of looks at you for a moment. Are they all right? Do you know?
I don't know.
What happened?
I do not know.
Did this just happen now? Did that have anything to do with the magic?
Unrelated. But
Oh.
yes.
I'm glad, because that was fire. That wouldn't be good.
No.
You want help finding your family as well? We can look for them together.
I would like that.
I'd like that.
Thank you.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Thank you.
I can't tell you how much willpower I have to not just say,
You're like,
"No,
"Oh,
thank you." Yeah.
That would be please be listening to the whole thing.
I can't interrupt every conversation.
Oh, you should.
Do you
I should just roll
know?
stealth checks the whole time.
Do you have any idea where? Who's missing? Is it your?
It's my grandmother.
Grandmother?
And so I have a father and he has a mother.
Hmm.
And that is my
Oh.
grandmother.
Right, I see.
It is like a mother but one removed. Yes.
Do you have any clues?
Let me get back to you on that.
All right. Well, I'm sure we'll find them both.
Somewhere.
And kind of like puts an oversized hand on your shoulder and kind of just nods and gives you a little pat, like,
Oh.
yeah, just like, I understand. Sure, they'll be all right.
They will.
And if they may be all right, we'll find out. I'll make sure things are right.
Yes. Thank you. Excuse me. And
Oh,
she's
sure.
gonna go to her room and have a little cry.
Oh,
Aw, we love a good little cry. Cheeky little. Yeah.
Nope, not Tinker.
When I'm gonna have a note slid under Tinker's door,
Oh gosh.
going, Tinker, come see me. I need some tinkering, Trish.
Ooh.
Come see me.
Come see me in my office.
No, in
Yeah.
some cultures that would be, suggestive.
Was the word tinkering in quotes?
No, it was not.
I know what she's trying to say. And that's gross. That's so gross.
No, reading too into this.
And I know what she means. And Tinker picks up his bag of tools and he just he waddles over to the door and he knocks on the door.
And she notices the knocking's coming quite low on the door. She's like, come in, Tinker.
And Tinker opens the door, comes on, and he's like, first off, gross. And he chucks the piece of paper back at you. And then
She reads it and goes, "How's it gross?"
oh, don't worry about it. Now, what do you need?
All right, I got an idea, Tinker, to be
Mhm.
ready at all times. And she pulls out a little
I'm all-
pistol.
Yeah, wait, no, it's you kind of hide it up your sleeve, and then when you fire at people and you miss, that's got nothing to do with you being ready. That's a skill issue.
Yes, but I want to be
Sure.
able for it to slide out, and I can just press it without it. So I hold
You want a
my
holster
rapier.
just on your wrist,
Yes, more or less.
like
Yes,
a hidden gun, so to speak.
yes. But at a time, I could slide it out and just use my pinky to shoot it while I'm
Want it to
holding
be
my rapier.
loaded at all times
Yes,
with a hair trigger mechanism on your wrist.
yes. Is this a bad thing?
Well, it depends. Do you intend to, what happens if your scales on your head are a little bit itchy? What do you do?
Scratching my other hand.
Are you going to remember to do that every single time? Because what if
I
you
use my
go
tail.
to what?
She doesn't need to worry about that. She always misses the shots at point blank range.
The inner voice says that, and you think it's like, oh yeah, he does too. That's right. Yeah. That's right.
That was felt through the
I
dragon.
thought dragons were fireproof, but Trisha's getting roasted.
You know what? I thought this was a new year, new me. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
Nothing.
Right.
We still roast on Orb's character. And I'm here for it.
Okay. Well, I can obviously make this for you, certainly. But we should put a failsafe in.
How so?
Well,
It only shoots when it slides out.
well, yeah, but what's going to prevent you from... Okay, I'll work on this, but I want you to sign a waiver. If you shoot yourself, it's not my fault.
I'll sign it once I see it done.
No. That's not how this works. Sign first, then it gets made.
She sort of stares at you and goes, "What if we do rock, paper, scissors?"
What if I leave?
She pulls out a friggin' ink and a feather and, "Where do I sign?"
And Tinker pulls out of his pocket a contract that is actually like a waiver, which is like, it's like, how did he have this? And what you
Yeah.
guys don't know is
But
that
I'll
he has,
ask you,
and
Yeah,
he's
and how many of them does
he
he
has an
have?
entire stack in his room. It's just...
For like
Oh,
It's
potentially
just a
kids in
general
sixth grade,
release.
yeah.
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 we got to talk about how many pre-made ones you got here.
Well, no, this one I made specifically for you. Look, read it. And
But
it does mention specifically your name and like in regards to self-inflicted injuries, and
How can you
the
pull?
ink's also very dry. This was written not today.
Oh my god.
She feels offended by this. Like,
No.
He's
And he
signing.
reaches into another pocket and pulls out one that's got Morel's name and similar sort of stuff. I don't know, for everybody.
why?
He's just ready. He's just
You never
ready.
know.
Already.
You brought me in here about being prepared for things.
All right, she signs it, but before she gives it back to you, she goes, "Like I said, I want to be holding my rapier, and then if I have to, it slides out, and I can just go, pink with my pinky, and shoot it."
So you want to hold the weapon, use another weapon in the same...
It's just in case, this ain't doing it.
Soul Leader.
Mhm.
Okay, why don't I just make it so you have
Yeah,
an
yeah,
entire
legit.
Swiss Army knife up there? So you pull one finger and the
Look at
rapier
your
comes out.
ideas.
Pull another finger out and the gun comes out.
Tinker,
Another finger and it's a fucking
Tinker.
spoon.
Shut up, Tinker. I just came up with a way better idea. I'm
need
right-handed.
you
What
sign
if
in
I
on
have the
it.
weapon in my left hand? Have it slide out from my left hand.
Well, yes, that's a better idea. If that's the obvious idea, that's absolutely what you should do. That's what I was gonna do.
All right, let's do that.
It doesn't matter. You
Let's
signed
have-
the waiver now. I can do whatever I want, and he leaves.
I feel I made a big regret here.
Oh,
He
no.
didn't
She's
even measure you.
He
no.
he just sort of grabs all her like notes that she's going to be writing to home, and she goes up to Holly Eater's fish body, and just sort of sit up in the captain's area and sit next to him.
You just like open the door, walk into Morel's room, and just sit in there. This
And
More or
she's-
less, more or less, more or
I
less.
feel like
she-
if there were curtains on the bed, they would have been drawn, and now she's just like sitting there, like, oh god, I can't cry.
Well, she also wants to like write in the captain's log too, which that's where it is.
No,
so-
no, absolutely. She's just sitting
Fine.
there holding Eleonora, going, "This is fine. Everything's fine."
She just came in, head in book, head writing.
Trish, you suddenly hear, "Get out!"
She looks up from a book and goes, "What? Huh?"
This is not the time.
And she just sees everything.
You look tired.
happening.
You should go to bed.
You know what? I do look tired. I am very tired. And she
Good.
sort of just
Go
like
to
was
bed.
so apologetic to Morale and
You
just
see
like
the head of the, you see the head of the fish on the wall just slowly turns towards.
she doesn't go to bed. She just puts the stuff away and goes to next to Forrest.
Oh no.
Just keeps Forrest in company.
Oh, hello, Trish.
Hi. Do you know what awkward means?
Awkward.
Yeah.
I've heard it, but not exactly.
It's when you feel like you've made a silly joke at yourself because you've done the wrong thing at the wrong time. Have you ever felt like that?
Oh, aye, sure.
I just did that right then with Morale.
Ah.
It's not funny.
It's a little funny.
Oh, sure. It's like a wee pup just stumbling around for the first time. It's awkward, right? That's the word.
That's yeah, exactly. It's awkward, adorable. That is.
Right. So it's funny. Have a laugh.
Trish couldn't help but crack a smile at that. And yeah, she sort of just stands next to you and she goes, "So tell me about your life story." And then, yeah, she just wants to know about you, Forrest.
About me.
About all of you from when you were a child, growing up. She's there for the long haul for this conversation that will take hours.
Days on even.
It could.
I will remind her that she's standing in the rain.
She's okay with it at the moment. She's trying to learn.
It's true. It's not dirty
Dirty.
rain.
It's
No,
clean rain, yeah.
No, it's not dirty.
Or is it? Feels
I
like
mean,
dirty rain.
Dirty,
I know
dirty
Oh
you,
no.
you got me wet, you suck. Oh my
Well,
god!
let me just clarify here though, real
Happy
quick.
2025, everyone.
Oh my gosh.
The year.
When you're in 2025 and you're wet, you're having a good
So
time.
for the next few days, you know.
Well, I just want to verify whether Trish is actually asking for backstory here, or whether Trish is just trying to make idle conversation.
She will be asking for backstory, yeah. So she'll be like, "When were you born? What day was it? How hot?"
What's
No,
Like
shit.
she'll be
your
asking
maiden
stupid
name?
shit like that.
Oh, is she trying to catalog? Like,
A little bit.
The,
Yeah.
the reason is because I can, if you're just trying to gloss over for a thing, like I can give you actual answers if you want.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like,
she-
if you're
she
just
would
wanting
be
to like casual conversation, time passes, then you're not getting shit.
I mean, I wasn't expecting you to be like, "Yeah, here's all the things." So that's why I was.
Do you know Forrest?
But
No, just no one's asked him about himself.
so yeah, fair enough. She's gonna be like, "What day were you born?
Well, I
Was
don't
it summer?
know.
Was it night? Was it?"
Oh, it was very cold.
Oh, cold. Ugh.
Earliest
don't
I
like
can
the cold.
remember, it was very cold.
Was it at day or night time were you born? Do you know?
I'm not sure. I was very little. Do you remember when you were born?
Ah, yes.
Really? What's that like?
Terrible. You seem you come out, you feel lost. It's weird. You're cold and you're hot, and you don't know where you are, and you're trying to find someone. It's great. It's not great at all.
I'm very like you know when you sleep and you see things when you're sleeping and you didn't know if it's quite right.
You mean like a dream?
Sure, a dream. It's like that. You don't really remember that well. You know something happened. I think it was dark. I remember it was dark and cold. But you're very little. You didn't have much memory then.
Okay. What's your parents like?
I cannot remember them very well, to be honest.
Oh.
I don't think they spent very much time with me.
That's sad.
I remember when Eobard took me in.
How old were you when he took you in?
Oh, I don't know. Just little.
Oh. It means a great lot to you then, Ice.
Oh, aye. He's more family than anyone else.
I can understand why you want to find him.
Aye.
So, when did you learn to fight?
Oh, well, like I do now, you mean? Probably not that long ago, really. Maybe
Oh, really?
a year, I think people would say.
I mean,
Or so.
you seem to have such natural talent. Seems like you're fighting.
Several seasons have passed, and I've seen this season again. So I think that's more than that.
Wow.
Aye,
You're so good at it.
Well, when I woke up, after Eobard was taken, and I woke up, there were some very nice folk in the forest there, and they taught me. They taught me how to fight like this.
Who are the folk? Who helped you? Do they have names?
Oh, they did have a name. They were. What do they call themselves now? He says, looking through his wee document. The Wandering Wardens, they called themselves.
You do find now Trish is like huddling, like with the rune around her back, writing this information down.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
They
she's
called
now
them-
Trying to hold the cloak out so the rain doesn't get on the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah.
They called themselves the Wandering Wardens.
Oh. That's an interesting name. Does Trish have heard, never heard?
History check.
Oh, I'm nervous. I am so actually a bunch of like anxiety. It just hit
Over
me.
rolling dice.
I don't
It's
know
your
why.
first
It
dice
could be-
roll, I think, for this year.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Pretty good.
Well,
pretty good.
You don't know any details, but you've heard the name, and they are from the Wandering Woods, or what is often referred to as the Wonder Woods.
Trish will respond. Oh, I think I've heard of them, but
Oh,
I don't know
aye.
much about them.
I didn't know that they were. Anyone knew about anything about them.
I've read a lot of books.
Oh, is it in the books, you see? Oh. Well, that's pretty neat. But there weren't a lot of them. There's only a small group. But they were good folk. They took me in after I was wounded and confused and couldn't find my feet. And
Why were you wounded and confused, though?
well, after they took Eobard.
Oh, did they hurt you while they took him?
I tried to stop them, and they cut me with their metal fangs.
She places her hand on your shoulder. We'll try to.
just like a little fingertip. Like. Well, Trisha's pretty tall, actually.
Yeah, Trish isn't small. Not like
I think
Tinker.
she's the second tallest, but there's
I
still
believe
some
so. Yeah.
difference.
Still a couple of feet
Um,
difference. Yeah.
That must have been very hard.
It was a hard time, and you see that in saying it's a hard time, there's a lot of emotion in the back of those words.
She sort of pauses, so you have a second to sort of regroup. And she goes, "You don't seek revenge?"
What's revenge?
I mean, you want to hurt the people that hurt you and took you.
I kind of say I don't want to hurt them, especially if they've hurt Eobard. But if I can get him back and all's well, I think that would be enough for me. But if they hurt him in any way, I don't know what I'll do.
She responds in a way where she actually sort of sheds a little bit of a tear, and she goes, "You know what, Forrest? I look up to you.
I'm pretty tall.
I knew
I
that
mean-
was coming.
What I mean, Forrest, is you are so kind. You don't want to hurt people, even if they hurt you and your friends and your family. You don't want to hurt them. And that's something that I wish I could be like.
I don't know
And I
about
want-
all that. Sometimes you just have to.
I
But-
understand there's situations that have to, but
But you're right though. I don't want to if I have the chance.
to be honest, I just sort of go into a blind state. I lose control when someone hurts my friends or family. So
I understand that though. In the middle of it, there's no much you can do most of the time, other than act on instinct, right?
I want to be better and talk with words, and
Talking with words is hard, isn't it?
well, it can be, especially when your emotions are running wild on you. And she sort of goes and looks down, sort of looks back up at you. You feeling hungry? Do you need some food?
Oh, I could eat.
I'll be right back. And she goes off to find you some food.
Thank you, Trish.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
I probably have to make some rolls because otherwise I don't know how these lessons are gonna go, Josie. I don't know what rolls to make, but I am
Yeah.
not the best teacher.
You're a wizard headmaster now.
Apparently, I didn't sign up to be a teacher.
Can
Should-
Tinker be the grumpy janitor with a cat?
You should have took magic into shit wizard.
Yeah,
what do I
actually,
say
I
then?
don't think I had that option. Oh no, I did have that option. Well, it's fine.
Those were the two options you had.
Oh, I thought I had Bard. Anyway,
We all have.
No, it was true. Bard as well,
Bard and Druid
for
were-
reasons.
were the
we
only
wait.
ones that I paid attention to. So to
I
be
think
fair,
probably
they're-
Warlock as well, unless they scrapped that.
probably. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I took
Anyway.
Druid, and it's too late now.
Like you would ever choose anything
like
else.
I was never gonna choose anything else. Yeah.
No.
No.
But sure. I'll ask you to make. I'm gonna say just a charisma check.
Okay. Okay, not too bad.
With a 19.
Mm.
Over the next couple of days, well, 2 days really, Vanya struggles to grasp magic, and you're She appreciates the effort. She really does. And you realize that she's a hard-working student. Like, she brings... you don't know if they've been stolen from Trish or borrowed or gifted, but she shows up with books and pens, and she takes notes.
Meryl's
and-
not even asking.
Tinker stole them for her.
Nice.
Mm.
That makes
Okay.
sense.
Nice.
You know, she catalogs her books every day, right?
Wow.
Oh yeah,
She
Tinker
probably
knows.
knows
That's
where
why
they
he replaces them with dummy books.
Oh shit! No, he does the thing where he cuts the papers out of the
Yep.
binder.
No,
Yes, the outside looks the same. So until Trish actually opens the books.
Just
I
a
think
hollow
every-
book.
Yeah, they're just like
Really?
meticulously sliced out.
And there's
every
one of
little
them.
bit
There's
here
one
is
of
hating
them
on you.
that Tinker took a dump in.
Oh no.
Did he? What? In the book?
Can
He
Trish
hollowed out one of the books, and then he turned
Trish-
around.
smell for like roll for smell?
You know what? No, we're gonna keep that in the backlog, and one day when you forgot all about it, we're gonna bring it out again.
No, I
Yeah,
hate that.
every
It's
time he
horrible.
goes to read a book, Josie roll a d100
Oh my
and just
god.
have a poop
Yeah.
number.
You know, I've all of a sudden agreed you hate D&D.
Oh yeah, no, you don't.
It's like, is
Lie.
this
Too
the
bad
day you open
signed
a poop
lifelong
book?
contract with us.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sorry.
you just signed a contract with Tinker.
Yeah, it was.
You
It was in
can't
the
actually
fine
complete-
print.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah,
why.
you do.
Oh no, that's why he did it.
Yeah. Okay.
Never signing that.
But she
Amazing.
seems to appreciate the effort. Vanya is appreciating the effort Mirelle is putting in. With a 19, you start to probably realize your own mentor's frustration with you growing up.
This is not fair. This is not fair.
Because you keep getting questioned. Like, why? Why is it like that? Can I do it like this? And just constantly, like, trying to circumvent what you're saying is what Vanya is doing. But it's not coming from a bad place. It's more that she's trying to gauge, like, maybe your knowledge. And she's doing a little bit of the, like, oh, I'm actually smarter than my teacher. I just don't know this subject.
That's fair. That sounds like something Meryl probably would have done as well. So
Yeah.
but she wouldn't
And
have been smarter. So that's the difference there.
She does struggle learning how to do magic. For now, she seems to only be able to use what you know is Burning Hands, or the equivalent of a Burning Hand spell. But you also come to the sense that her magic seems to be close to her artifice, that she needs to know almost like the complete structure of whatever she's doing.
Mm.
Whereas you can be like, oh, fire, boom, fire shows up. She's doing the thing where she has to go through the mental process of like, how does fire come to be?
Yeah. I hope with a 19 that Mirelle would seem very encouraging. Yeah. Because I think the first day she'd be taken aback with all the questions and then like see that it's coming from a good place. The second day, try and encourage more of that thinking. And then the third day, I think they have 3 days to get back to port, probably hone in on the fact that Mirelle's not going to be the best teacher for her and that she can keep learning more and still grow more. Like you're going to surpass me in different ways and some of them you already have, kind of thing.
Yes, because you also know that your mentor was more similar to Vanya in magic.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then, okay. And she would have been like,
Your mentor would be like, if they had a Dungeons and Dragons class, it would have been wizard.
yes. Okay. Yeah, so she will sort of just encourage
Yeah,
Even if
and
it's
I would say
okay.
after 2 days, there's a slight regression or recession in her symptoms.
Yay!
Yes.
That's good. Morel will, before they reach port, just take her aside and let her know that she feels that if she keeps this up, even if it's in private, even if it's just with Nyla, she should feel better from any symptoms. And hopefully at this point, like, Vanya can also see that she's kind of feeling better, but it might be too much to tell.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask now, Forrest, Tinker, anything you're doing for these 2 days?
I don't think so.
No, he's kind of just
You know what? Since Forrest has taken on the duty of steering the ship,
Duty.
I'm gonna ask Forrest for a survival check.
I was thinking.
Ooh.
You got it. It is a dirty 10.
A dirty 10. With a dirty 10, I'm gonna say you start picking up on how the sail needs adjustments based on the wind. I won't say you're fully proficient with it, but you start picking up that, like, oh, sometimes you actually move faster if you turn with the wind, even though you're going a little bit off your, like, direct course, you still gain time.
Getting a little bit of helmsmanship.
Yeah, so if you
Ooh.
keep this up for a period of time, it might affect the ship's proficiency at sea.
How's
see.
how's Holy feeling about moving at this speed and like really sort of, you know, getting a wriggle on?
Do you know what? Hold Eater is so happy. Hold Eater's like, it's like I can keep moving while I'm sleeping.
That's so
It's
good.
great.
We
Just
stay
knowing
on.
he's happy is good.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
It's a lot less effort for Hold Eater not having to move by itself.
It is
Yeah.
chill.
And it also helps, like, gain time because it can now sleep during the day while Forrest is steering, and then it can be the one who keeps the ship moving at night. And sometimes it goes against your steering, Forrest, and you hear, like, almost a tapping on the wall on the inside of the cabin. And if you go in there, you see the fish is, like, slamming itself against the wall, and it's like, don't go that way, there's bad stuff.
Like what?
Leviathans?
That's a pretty good reason not to go that way.
Right, you are then.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, there's, like, every now and then, if people are upstairs, there might be, like, Forrest running into the room, talking with Hold Eater, running back. There
Could we like, because if the fish is on
probably
the
need
other
a
side,
bad way
there,
of communication.
yeah, could we have like a little hatch thing that could just like draw it back and just like
Hello.
Maybe you do have 2 tinkerers.
Either
of
that-
I was gonna say, so Tinker,
either that or
would
one of those little
get a-
speaking horns, you know?
he'd sort of like measure it up, and then he'd go.
Tin cans
He'd
on
like
string.
he'd
Yeah.
draw like a rough sort of like circle, and then he'd sort of he goes, right.
Yeah, a little
And then
horn would be better actually, because then you could like talk to different parts of the ship.
Oh, get
you
one
don't-
of those.
So you don't want me to
Yeah.
cut a hole in this wall? You want a horn instead?
I don't know if Forrest would come up with that idea, mind you.
Oh,
No.
okay.
Hey, we can always upgrade it, you know? We can always upgrade
But after like yelling out for people several times, you'd be like, Tinker, is there a better way to do this?
You would think for a moment, and you know, I feel like because it's,
I feel like people don't hear me all the time, and
I think he'd have to. I think you have to roll a proficiency check to see if he would be able to come up with an idea like that. I think.
Well, it's one thing coming up with the idea. It's a completely different thing with the time and resources to do it.
Mm.
Hmm.
Right.
I think the idea he can definitely do.
Mm.
But while he's having that thought, one evening, on the evening of the 9th, you are estimated to arrive within view of Hague in the early hours of tomorrow morning.
How long have
I
we
would
got
like to
before
ask-
the deadline?
Well, the deadline is tomorrow.
Ah.
You'll arrive the same day
Ruh-roh.
as the deadline, is the thing.
Oh!
Yeah, that's why there was a get a hurry on.
Yeah.
And this is also with extra speed provided from Mirel and Vanya, giving magic to Hold Eater to move at, like, currently fastest possible.
Yeah.
I would like to ask for a volunteer. This is to the players, not the characters.
Oh,
Okay, here's
Well,
the
that case,
thing.
yeah.
Orb said, but Aussie showed hand.
Ozzy can do it.
Okay.
He's throwing me under the bus.
Aussie, roll a d10.
Okay.
So it's your fault.
Ah.
Yeah, it's okay. I like being the problem.
You like being scapegoat.
I do. I
Yay.
do.
A 6?
At least you're still the goat.
The rain. The rain eats us up this evening.
Oh.
But
Hey.
instead, the clouds darken.
Oh no.
You
How
are
would you do this?
given a light show
Ooh.
as on coast to the west, northwest of you as you're traveling. Lightning bolts strike the lands. Some of them hit cliffs near where you're sailing. But right above your heads, for some reason, there's no lightning, but you still hear the sound of thunder.
Well, that's lucky.
I like that.
Cascading, rumbling sound. And as the sun sets, seemingly out of nowhere, well, no one's really looking. There's a sudden set of feet, maybe, walking across the deck.
No, Josie.
As
Feet.
No, Josie. No,
As in
Josie.
just feet?
No,
Maybe.
Josie.
I don't know. I don't know why Cuddly's acting like this.
I don't like this.
It is not late. There's probably dinner being fixed down below. Forrest, would you have lit the lanterns around the deck of the ship?
I presume he would have just done whatever was like the done thing, right? So if like people lit the lanterns as part of a procedure, he would have just continued to do so. So I don't know if anyone told him to do that.
I think we would have. I don't see
Half
why
of
we
us
wouldn't.
don't have dark vision, so I'm feeling like, yeah, it probably would have been a thing that we would have done.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Morel-
more than half of us don't have it. So
Morel is like the boat person as far as like Forrest is concerned. So I think if she was like, you know, light all the ship lights and then yeah.
yeah, probably.
Where is my thing? There we go. So as you're steering the ship, waiting for dinner to be served, dark skies, lightning lights it up every now and then. Something thuds, dunk, lands on deck. And you see this large, almost hulking figure with these two spindly legs compared to its big body. This big round shape that moves into the light.
Did this come up out of the water?
No, it just landed on deck.
Oh.
It's an egg with legs.
This big dark
Putting the
shape.
egg back in leg.
As it stumbles forward, you hear also the clanking sound of metal, banging and ringing.
I feel like we've
Something's
come
on
up-
board!
Yeah.
Oh, we are running up.
Yeah.
Everyone runs up.
Oh, we are
Trish
running
does not
up.
run up. Trish does not run up. She sort of sneaks up. She's
Okay,
like
that's
hiding, but not hiding.
Yeah. Tinker runs up. Tinker
Yeah.
will run up.
I was gonna be
Mirella
like,
has shit stealth. So
who are you?
And as everyone comes running up, oh shit! Oh shit!
That's a good stealth.
Oh, that's a
check.
good.
Yeah, that's-
Nice.
Whoa.
You all get ready. Everyone's standing there. Nyla comes up. Vanya is not here right now, but Nyla comes up. She's drawn a dagger and looks around, and then you see this figure step in towards the light of the lantern. Clip, clop, and you hear. Well, I did not expect a welcoming committee.
Oh.
Oh.
Josie, I thought it was a zombie from the cloud.
And that's exactly what I was thinking as well. Oh my
I am
gosh.
sorry if I scared you. Are you all okay?
It's
You seem a
just the
little
night
bit on edge.
merchant.
Trish will then walk out, yelling, "You scared us half to death! How dare you do that again?
Only
You should
half?
announce when you turn up."
I will try
No,
harder
no, no, no,
next
shush,
time.
shush, shush, shush,
Calm down, calm down.
No, no, no.
harm's
We were
done.
ready to fight something, and you scared us.
Trish,
I think that's just good practice. You should be ready to fight if something arrives on your ship in this time of day. In a star.
You're saying we did good then?
And you hear next to the ship. Something heavy hits the water.
Was that your friend?
Probably not.
Tinker immediately runs over and looks to that side.
There's a corpse floating in the water.
My immediate response was Tinker dives in to get it out.
Let
Don't
those
do it,
truthful
Tinker!
sportsmen- Let those are truthful.
There's a corpse over here.
Eh, what?
There's a
What?
body
I
in the
suggest
water.
you just leave it alone. Neither
Did you do that?
It clean.
It's
Okay.
doesn't look too good.
No,
It was not
definitely
one
good.
of ours.
No.
I
But we
think we're
could-
all here.
Is Holdy hungry?
Knowing
I
that
mean,
Vanya's kind of tucked away, she's like, all right, we're all here except for Vanya. I'm like,
Did sort of first checks himself for cuts. I didn't think I called you.
Oh no. I come because I have a delivery.
a delivery?
Oh,
Yes.
Who ordered something?
don't look at me.
Mirel?
Mirel ordered something?
oh, did I? Okay. Mirel kind of looks a little confused and consults her notes.
It's a pay on
Um,
delivery scam.
Yeah. I'm guessing it's information. Mirel just goes, is it information?
Yes, oui. Is there anything we can conduct business out of the rain?
Dinner is almost served. You are welcome.
Oh, thank you, but I've already eaten.
Well, come below anyway.
All right. And she will walk, like, wherever you tell her to go.
Nice.
see
Oh,
Mirel.
wait.
I see
Oh,
nods
you
and
like
breathes.
secret?
Into the
Oh.
mouth.
So this is the mouth. You're magical. No.
Eat well.
We ruined Josie's favorite NPC.
Oh no.
Into the mouth.
All right, that's my favorite NPC. Oh no, actually,
Trust
bad.
me, if you try to push her in there, that's
No,
not,
I
that's gonna
doubt
have
it would end
consequences.
very well.
I don't think it would go well at all.
Meryl's gonna
I
start
was
to lead
also
the way.
going to
so-
ask, where is Tinker? There you are.
I'm here. I'm always here.
if you have any more of that caustic fluid.
I mean, I always have more. And Tinker points.
Ah.
My
I
problem
have
is I
a-
have too much.
Well, let's just say I have an interested buyer.
Are they a trusted buyer? They're not like, do anything nefarious with it. You don't think?
I don't ask what they do.
That's wise. That's very wise.
I am simply the one who buys and sells. I am not responsible for any actions that come thereof.
Right. So how much would you conduct your business with morale first? Then we can talk.
All right. Well, if you wouldn't mind, shall I set up shop? I have some new things you might be interested in.
Ooh. Okay. Probably take it down into the meeting room.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Mademoiselle, lead the way.
Oh, this is exciting. Hold Data, take the wheel for a bit.
What?
Take the wheel.
Nick the keel?
Oh my god.
I'm going down for a bit.
All right. I'll take the wheel.
Good. I don't think you have heels though.
No. Forrest, he said eel.
Oh. We'll find you, eel. Don't worry.
What do you feel?
No, I'm not gonna steal. I'm just going down.
Oh my god.
I'll look good in keel. Keel?
Wait, what color
All
is
right.
Maldita's fish, like actual fish? Is it?
Oh, probably green, right?
Yeah, probably.
I feel like that's the little. Is that like the little fish?
Yeah.
I'm so glad you all knew what that meant because
Oh, yeah,
I
knew exactly.
I had no other words.
It's definitely. It's got a button if you push it to start playing Elvis.
So good.
Somebody make me stop!
I can just imagine like Tinker just going, "Oh, I'm gonna push the button. No, don't push the button. I'm gonna put the push button."
Oh my god.
Where do you lead the night merchant?
The
Meeting room, I think, would
Yeah.
be good.
Have that larger.
You head into the meeting room, and she looks around, puts down her backpack, and stretches like, "Oh, I've only just started working, but I'm already tired." Oh. And she just stretches. So, would you like me to set up shop? And she gestures towards the table. Or do you want to discuss things first?
We can give you two privacy for a moment to discuss things, unless.
All right.
Is it a private talk?
Yes, and then do feel free, although I'm not sure how much we can afford.
Well, do remember, I don't always trade in coin. Information, services, if you have anything you want to get rid of.
Saliva.
Everything has a buyer.
Oh.
All right. Shall I just wait out there then?
We can go have dinner.
Oh, good idea. Let's have dinner.
Bon appetit. A door closes, and Serena says, "I will let you know that what you paid does not give you a lot. There is more information if you have the coin. For what you paid, I can only tell you they were last seen in Campbell."
All right. Just checking my coin for the moment. Looking a bit slim. Look, I just bought us a sale, okay? I'm
No,
not
it's true.
my purse
Fair.
is crying right now.
Opens wallet, moth flies out.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you're like, "Oh, I was saving that."
Damn it.
was
Opens
gonna
wallet,
trade that
like
for
cat
one
paw
chicken
comes
nugget.
out, like yeah.
That
One
moth was worth a
single-
copper.
No. Muriel will ask how much more coin.
It depends on what you want to know.
I suppose if they were seen heading in any direction, or if they are there to stay for a bit.
Five gold pieces.
All right, we will have to see.
Or information of equal value.
What was it? 5 gold pieces.
Hmm.
Okay. Not that Trish
What
is
is-
there, but
Somehow.
Orb wanted to know.
I mean, I'm not giving her my seed, but
Ooh.
oh,
No!
Scotty!
We
Remember when I?
Get away with it.
I hate you guys. I hate it
No,
here.
I didn't mean
We
give him
all
my
was
seed. I
thinking
meant
of
give
the
him my
giant
snake.
that- no, that doesn't
giant,
actually.
giant
Snakes are
anaconda.
worse.
You're thinking about the giant seed, were you?
No, the giant snake. It's
Oh,
worse.
the giant snake with the seed?
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's fine. You know.
Her anaconda
Oh.
don't want none.
Anaconda don't. Sorry, my Venus condom.
Cough, cough.
Mm. You know what, Mirel will look at her and just say, "Do you already know about the seeds?"
I know a few things, yes.
Do you know that you can just take them?
I had heard there was some people capable. Why? Do you know perhaps how to do it?
Emerald will just kind of lift her sleeve, and the seed is almost like a little bracelet, just right on her right wrist, just glowing there.
Very interesting. If you tell me in detail how you accomplished it, that would more than pay for the information.
Tell us everything about
Everything. Morel will hesitate and then tell what she knows, but she doesn't really know how she did it because it was more of a feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll just say what she did,
Okay.
which may not work for everyone.
And as you speak, you see Serena says, and there's a little notepad and a quill that's just hovering in the air, writing the entire thing down.
And Morel's kind of sparing it glances like,
Don't mind the pen.
right.
And then she goes, scratch that, and just like. Well, do you want the full value in additional information?
Yes, I would.
The Azure Horizons have been staying for 4 days outside of Campbell, just to the north. There is a, shall we say, a tax-free spot for more notorious ships to stay. And as far as my information goes, they plan to stay there for about 2 weeks. They are working I don't know what job, or at least you have not paid enough for me to know. But that is the information.
Thank you. It was a pleasure doing business.
Very nice.
I will tell the others that you will set up.
Very well, and I shall. And she effortlessly picks up this huge backpack, slams it down on the table, and in a very Tinker-esque manner, pulls a ripcord and just unfolds like flaps after flap.
Gee, I wonder
And
where
it's
Tinker
just-
got his idea from.
And it's just the whole table, and she even moves some chairs so the flaps have something to lay on.
Oh, nice.
And she has to like prop it up a little bit. She takes something out that looks like one of those folding chairs and sets it next to as well. And she says, "Store's open."
That will never get old. All right, who's up?
Oh, I think she's done.
But I'm not done eating her portion yet.
Don't eat all her food, Tinker.
If Tinker had ears, Morel would come and grab one and drag him away from her plate. But
It's
this,
so even worse getting like a wet willy when you've got those types
Oh,
of
yeah.
ears.
Oh.
I like to think she maybe like starts to go for the toupee and thinks, "No, I'm better than this," and just taps him on the shoulder politely.
Oh, flick his monocle.
Don't.
Oh,
What the hell?
look! If you really tick me off, I'm gonna.
They don't
flip
like it when you
monocle.
poke the glass.
No, they don't.
You just
about tapping the glass?
While you guys are talking, Trish just walked straight in there.
Nice.
Ah, Trish, it's been so long. How are you doing?
Good.
Anything I
good.
can interest you in? Anything you're looking for?
No, just show me what you've got.
Well, I've got a lot of things. And she gestures, and you see like files, papers. You still see that little blackboard with like score markers, and there's still some notes available.
Has the score changed too much? Like, is it still like, because I
It's-
think I remember the
There's
more
a couple
infernal.
of scores. Yeah, there's a couple of scores
Yeah.
that have been added to each side, and they are starting to even out.
Oh.
But
Good.
so far, the one where that Forest chose of has about 3 points more.
Oh my god.
It's close.
Trish just drew like have a look. Do you have any books?
I may have a book. Any
Oh.
particular book or just anything?
I like reading, so you can spend long time at sea, get bored.
Mhm.
What books do you have?
Just some literature to pass the time.
Do you have anything on kobolds? Copper ones.
I'm
Let-
standing
let-
right behind you, Trish.
And
He is.
Um,
and she turns around and goes, "I'm just interested in your history. That's all."
But you can just ask me.
And you give
I
me
do- I
bullshit
do have
answers.
one.
Well, yeah.
I do have a book. And she reaches into one of the folds, and her arm disappears like all the way up to the shoulder, and she pulls out a book. It looks like a very small, old, like handmade book, like self-published.
Mm.
And it has a very crude drawing of a maybe kobold, maybe lizard, who's got like what looks like a bed sheet as a cape and like a sword in hand.
Don't tell me this has been signed by Tinker.
That'd be so funny.
Sounds like a great book.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
How much for the book?
For this, one copper, please.
1 copper? You know what? I'll pay 1 copper for that.
Here you go.
Oh, please.
She then sort of asks for like What vials does she have? Does she have any healing sort of
She does.
potions?
I have a couple of potions of healing. I also have one that is not for healing, but looks like a healing potion. If you need to trick someone.
Oh, how much
I'll
is
take that one.
All right,
Shush, shush,
50
shush.
silver pieces.
50 silver pieces. Are you sure? As she's
Yes.
trying to charm and persuade.
Tinker puts down 3 vials of acid onto the table.
Tinker, wait your turn.
No, I want it.
I will say, Tinker, make a persuasion check.
Nice. Come on, Tinker.
That is a flat 14.
Flat 14, she scoops the 3 vials up and starts looking over, like, looks them over, seems to be eyeing them up.
You know what? No, hang on.
Oh, wait your turn, Trish.
No. Trish is, her eyes are gonna glow, and she's gonna distort value on them to make them look worse than what they are.
I'm gonna say make a sleight of hand check, because you still gotta cast a spell here.
She's just sort of like sitting there watching you cast the spell, just
Yeah, that's what you
bemusedly.
get. Make a sleight of hand check.
I can't. No!
Look, 22.
That's not fair.
Oh my god.
Serena looks at you, Trish. Looks at the vials as suddenly the color changes. It says,
Hold on, it's not meant to do that.
yeah, and then she just looks at you, Trish, and says, that is going to wear off, and they're still just as good.
Trish sort of storms off at this point. Yeah.
Aw.
What? So when
Tinker-
her pranks don't work out, she gets to storm off in a huff.
She doesn't say anything. She just storms out.
That's so
With
funny.
your book.
Yep.
With your book.
She's
With your
gonna
book.
go
Just
read
your book
all
out of
about
it.
the
Yeah.
history now.
Yeah, it's called Andoran the Wild.
Okay.
Oh my god. I cannot wait.
Tinker, you buy a potion of poison.
Oh,
So it is
Knew it.
visually, like, for all intents and purposes, it is indistinguishable from a potion of healing.
That's fantastic.
Please don't
I-
give
I
us
hope
the
you have a
wrong
good,
thing.
Yeah, I hope you have a good storage system.
Actually, it's Tinker. He probably does.
In before we run into a scenario where Tinker is unconscious and we dive into his bag to try and save his life, grab a potion of healing,
Oh my god.
and murder him.
I'm here for that. That would be
That
great.
would
You
be
know what?
amazing.
Come back to this episode when that happens. We
Yeah,
knew.
that'll
We
never
knew.
happen. That'll never happen.
We're
Yeah.
providing
I know.
foresight into the future here.
I'm gonna let you all know that this is why George had to roll checks whenever he tried to pick a potion
Oh,
out of his
that's
bag. 'Cause he had a
right.
couple of
Thought
these.
so.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And because his storage system was awful.
I like to believe that Tinker has a
Tinker
different storage
will
system, but-
will definitely make sure there's a way to tell this one
Oh.
apart.
Mm.
For us, yes, don't
That's
worry.
amazing.
Trish wanted that one so bad too.
Aw.
Oh, that's funny.
Maybe you guys can share.
For the
love
party,
it.
yeah. don't-
Now,
it's
Tinker, I
for the
think I have something
party.
that's perfect for you.
Oh, really?
And of all the items, she takes up what's a little like sash of with some form of fine powder or grain inside, and she takes a little pinch and just like flicks it in your direction. And I'm gonna need you to, I believe, make a Constitution save.
Oh,
Okay.
that seems fine.
It is not fun. That's a 9.
Okay.
A 9. You immediately start to sneeze and cough, and
I've been poisoned!
yeah. And you keep coughing so hard you can't breathe. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh, this is so good.
Oh, thank you. 21.
21. Yeah, you feel it stop.
Not before he
and,
hawks the biggest
No.
ball of spit at the wall.
Where you hawk this ball of spit?
Towards the wall.
Towards the wall.
Yeah.
From above, everyone hears. "Ah!"
Poor
I'm so
Holdina.
No.
and then immediately, Serena's like, "I have something for that," and holds up, like, picks up one of the scrolls, and it's like, "This one will fix your wall immediately."
Oh, no, it's all right. The wall will fix itself.
The
But-
wall will fix itself.
Don't worry about it. So what was that powder that almost killed me? Oh
Well,
my gosh!
From above, you hear, Tinker, stop spitting on the sheep.
Stop! I can't. Sorry, I didn't hear that. Morel was yelling at me. What
the
was the powder?
choking powder.
Choking powder.
Yes.
Definitely, what was written on the bottle definitely worked. Oh,
I just figured it might be something you might like.
I'll put the choking powder in the potion of poison, then they can't drink an antidote.
It's murder in a bottle.
It's murder most foul.
Oh,
How much?
12 gold.
Oh, well, unfortunately, I just gave you everything I had. Kind of
I see.
blew it on
Well,
this.
how about I sell you simply one little sprinkle?
Not the sprinkle you just put in my nose, right?
No, that was a free sample.
That it was a horrifying sample.
But you are wanting to buy it.
No,
so
most
I
of-
think I still will. That's just it's part of my business to know my customers.
I don't like the way you think of me, but it's not wrong. How much for a single?
No,
single
but you do
sprinkle?
like that I do think of you.
I'd like it when people think of me. Yes, because it means that I'm, making my name out there, being remembered, for infamy or, whatnot.
I remember you,
I will
Tinker.
let you know. I will let you know as a surplus payment for the potion. Someone did buy information on you. Usually I don't tell.
See, now that's concerning. But that's okay. That's a future Tinker problem. Now, how much
One
for the
that can be
pinch of
solved
dust?
with choking powder.
One pinch, 1 gold.
I'll take it.
Yes. You can add
You guys
a
have
dust of
gold?
sneezing and choking to your inventory.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy with these purchases of death. Tinker will thank Serena and step back to allow Forrest and whoever
That
else
was very
to-
good. Do me next.
I,
Well, and she looks at you, takes you in, and then sort of. I have something you might like, but I'm not so sure. She takes from the selection one of the vials. It's in a bigger, thicker looking flask.
That's what she said. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
2025, we're back.
Hey.
This will make you incredibly strong for some time. I can sense you're already very strong, but this will make you even more so. But
Oh.
I can also tell from the few times we've run into each other. I think you might like this. And she unclasps from one of the more standing up sections, looks like accessories. This little a stand of accessories. She unclasps what looks like a little brooch and says, This is for protection.
Oh, eh?
And I think it might be good for you. I get the sense that you tend to protect others by putting yourself in front.
Well, that's why I wanted to be big and strong.
So I have two things that might be good for you then. This and she opens like a theme, and shooting out from what might have been an almost flat piece of leather, a small coat hanger just like shoots up into the air, and hanging on it is a cloak. And
That
you
was
see the
very
cloak is
cool.
very hard to look at. Like the cloak is almost constantly in. It's like your eyes can't quite focus on it. Like,
What's
you know
that?
it's there, but it's like you can't identify any details. But it's
That's very
also-
hard to look at. What's that?
Yes, and if you wear it, you will be hard to look at to some extent. It is a cloak of displacement.
Oh, eh?
While wearing it, let's just say you aren't always standing where people think. It makes it harder for others to grab a hold of you or perhaps strike you.
Oh. I already have a nice cloak, though. I just got given this. Isn't it nice?
It is very nice. Then maybe you need this. And she holds up the brooch, like she's like, holding it up to see if it looks good. And it looks like a little shield emblem on a clasp.
Oh, it's very pretty. Did you make that?
No. I bought it. It will be good for you, I think. It will protect you from certain impacts.
That would probably help. I must say it, don't tell you this, but I didn't think I helped myself very well in the last fight we had. So maybe this will help.
Maybe.
I'm supposed to give you something for it. What do you want?
Well, do you have any coin? Any money? Silver pieces? Gold pieces?
Oh, I have coins. And he just like unceremoniously just like empties out his little pouch onto the desk and shakes the 18 silver coins that's in it.
Might be about to get like taken for a ride, kind of walks back over and go, no, Forrest.
And like bits of lint fall out of the sack as well. That's all of him, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just 18 silver pieces like rolling and like tumbling across the
Well, do you have anything else you might not need that you can trade?
Maybe.
Rather than coin, if you have something you would like to give me in exchange?
Let's see. He just be right back and goes to his quarters, grabs his backpack. Waddle.
While
Opens it. Alright, let's see what we got here. We've got this canister. Oh, I think you've seen this before, actually, right?
Yes.
And I got this wee lens. There we go.
Lens part.
And I've got this. I got this really pretty feather from a firebird once. It's pretty nice. That looks very pretty.
You said that you got it from where?
Oh, from a bird that was on fire. He was very polite, very nice.
And she reaches her hands out as if she wants to pick up the feather. May I have a look?
You should have a look, yeah.
And she grabs it and she puts on what looks like little eyeglasses that have like these thick lenses and just looks it over.
And I got this this box that can start little fires if you strike it. I've got this Oh, I've got this thing that you can sleep on. It's in a
Oh my
roll.
God. You have a children's book. I bought you a children's book.
You know,
It's in
it's
there.
times like these where I remember. I'm glad I'm looking at my bag of holding and knowing the branch of eternity is in the bag of holding.
Yeah.
Because I feel like
Ooh,
Forrest
yeah.
has got, and I've got this.
I've got this really cool stick. Fuck.
And I've
she
got this
is
really cool stick, and he pulls out it's a regular
actual
stick,
stick.
but it's a nice stick.
It's a nice
yeah,
stick.
you know.
Yeah.
And she is looking over, nodding and looking at everything you're showing, but she's still holding on to the feather and returning to it the whole time. And then she says, did you say you were given this feather?
Well, hey, yeah, we had a
You
wee
did
chat.
not
It was
take
very nice.
This feather. You were given the feather.
Right, that's what I said. I think that is what I said, right? I didn't misspeak again.
I'm just making sure.
Oh,
It's
Is
shit.
it-
very
bird-
important.
The bird like flew and then it purposely dropped the feather in front of you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's that. I'm
From
pretty
what I
sure that was the
remember.
description.
He said I could have it.
All right. I will let you know that this thing is incredibly desirable.
I mean, it's
Very
very pretty, isn't it?
expensive. I'm not going to lie to you, Forrest. I would like to buy this,
Oh,
but I want to make sure that your friends don't think I've scammed you.
what's a scam?
It is when someone lies about value, like your friend Trish tried.
Oh. Trish, I'm sure she means well. I don't know what she
Speaking
did,
of,
but-
where's Trish, right?
She's gone to her room.
Okay,
Oh, she come.
no one heard that.
That was nice.
We're driving
Chris.
out a drink.
Yeah, Tinker is in the room. Tinker's like kind of like he's not like stepping in. He's letting the conversation happen. He's eyeing off that cloak though, but he's sort of like
Yeah, where's Mirelle currently?
I think Mirelle would have had what was left of her dinner. Probably checked on Hold Eater when she heard him yell, and that's why
Yeah.
she yelled at Tinker. And then probably made her way back down just to like be a good host, but she's kind of holding back in the corner. She's probably in the room, but trying not to,
Yeah.
because she can't really buy
Nyla's
anything.
standing outside, almost like she's waiting her turn.
Mm.
Anya approaching as well.
Yeah.
Yes, Tinker, you're looking at the cloak of displacement.
oh, but he's kind of more like idly looking at it, because he doesn't want to interrupt what's going on with Forrest and so on. But he is paying very close attention.
Oh, and I also got this rope, but I don't think I want to sell it. It's too valuable.
Then you don't sell it. Forrest, this feather is very valuable. A lot of things can be done with it. A lot
Oh.
of people want it.
Like what?
Well, it contains a lot of power, a lot of fire energy.
A lot of fire in her. Oh, okay.
Think about, you know how sometimes Morel can throw fire around.
Oh, aye, yeah.
Think of a lot of that.
Yes, but it is.
From a feather.
If someone were to process this feather properly, they could, shall we say, maybe make one of those lenses. Or you could enhance a weapon or armor or a pair of shoes if you would like.
Oh. That's quite neat.
So it is very powerful, very expensive, very, very rare.
Could I stick it in my fang?
Have you tried?
I didn't think to.
Well, I will let you know before you try. Maybe something happens, maybe it doesn't. I'm willing to offer 500 gold pieces for this feather.
Oh, that's a lot of pirates.
You could have bought the
Oh, and now Mirelle will come forward because you just said pirates, and she will say, Forrest, I do have a lead on the pirates, but
Oh, you do?
I do. I'm sorry, everyone just lined up, but Do what you think is good with the feather. If you want to sell it, sell it. If you want to keep it, keep it. That is a lot of gold, and it can serve you well, but it is up to you.
I don't know. It was a gift. I feel kind of bad to give it away, maybe. It's very nice, though. I'll think about it, Serena. Thank you. I didn't know. I thought it was just a nice gift from a friendly bird.
Well, if that's how you want to treat it, then that's how you should treat it. I'm simply letting you know, and I will tell you, if anyone tries to offer you less, they are lying assholes. That's a scam.
Okay, so if anyone says, well, that feather is worth less than 500 gold, I'll say, Serena said you're a lying asshole.
Just like that.
Yes, and they will... Honestly, if you say Serena Lasang has valued this at 500 gold pieces at minimum, yes, they will shut up. And they will say sorry.
Although I just wanted, it's interesting that you mentioned the fact that it had to be given. Are you saying that if this feather was taken without permission, it would not have that value?
Been cursed.
Interesting.
If it was a cursed feather, I would not want to. Well, I could buy it and give it to someone I don't really like, I suppose.
Well, maybe it's some uses for castles.
But in its current raw, pure form, it is very desirable for a lot of people.
That's
Didn't
good to
know.
know. That
You know, you keep learning things every day, Tinker.
absolutely.
But that idea you had about giving it to your sword, maybe you should try.
Oh, you reckon?
That
Huh?
would-
You're just going to unsheath it and dunk it on the middle of the table.
And he just like, well, now I'm curious.
And he kind of just picks up the feather and kind of just like tilts his head at it.
Now, Forrest, just think about it for a second.
Right?
Okay.
And he just pushes it like so the like where it would attach to the bird. Like I forget what the you call that, but
Denny's in chat. Denny, you like birds.
Denny, I
Denny,
need
you love
bird
birds.
facts. What do you call the end of the
The keratin, the root.
the root of the
root.
feather? We'll just call it that for now.
Yeah.
So that the root of the feather kind of like rests in a way where the feathery part starts at the blade.
Oh,
You know what I
okay,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like right at the base, like I'm kind of imagining now that like you know when you like draw a flame where it's got like the two little layers like a candle flame. So if you imagine the sword being the outer part of the flame and then the little feather being the inside of the flame, that's kind of how that's the position. And he's just like gonna tilt his head, kind of like tongue just a little bit out and goes right there, and then he's just gonna put a finger on it and kind of just like press downwards. like that's supposed to work.
It's almost like the wood fiber opens up and swallows the feather as you do.
Oh, that was creepy.
Oh!
That was
And the feather just
unexpected.
like disappears into the grain, and all of a sudden there's like these tiny, like in wood where you have those fiber lines, some of them suddenly glow faintly.
I did not think that was
Fang,
going to work.
Oh,
Fang is now considered a flame tongue sword.
shit!
Oh, shit! Also, it's called the
So, yeah.
shaft, guys. The shaft of the feather, apparently.
The shaft.
Or the
So I
quill.
press
Yeah.
firmly but
The
gently on the
shaft and the
shaft.
handle.
I hate
Oh
it.
gosh.
Wow, I can't believe that
Where the
worked.
shaft and the handle meet.
Well,
And
they
Varus
was
kind of
500
like
gold.
Varus kind of looks at like a little bit surprised, but it's also his intention. So he's like all right.
Yeah, and you feel now that there is fire inside of Fang.
Oh yeah, look at that.
I cannot believe that worked. I will be honest.
But I'm going to ask Forrest now has to pick a command word.
Ooh, flame
Hoffman.
Flamio.
I like Hoffman. Hoffman's
Are you going with Flamio?
No.
Just has this sensation that he needs to choose a word.
How's it going there, Hopman?
Well,
and he sort of picks it up and he kind of looks at it, and he's thinking of forest fires and how they start.
Ooh.
And he's like, spark.
And as you say spark, it's like the image of the feather shows up on both sides of the blade, and just fire exudes from the sword itself. And it's just on fire, but you can still see the wood is unharmed, and this faint image of the feather is just glowing inside of it.
Ain't that a thing?
And Serena just goes, that was marvelous. What is that sword?
Oh, it's a good stick.
I can tell. Where did you find that good stick?
Oh, when I was in the Wonder Woods.
Wonderwoods.
Aye, the Wandering Woods.
The Wandering Woods, thank you. Interesting. I will make sure to remember. Just out of curiosity, do you have any other good sticks?
Oh,
No,
hey, this one
we
right
do
here
not.
on the... And he points at the one that he took out of his bag.
oh, yes, that one.
Is that one also from the Wandering Woods?
No, that's from the woods back where we came from.
Ah, okay, I see. Tinker, you seem
It's a good
interested
stick,
in
though.
something.
He's like still trying to
believe
convince
you.
her about how good this stick is. While
Yeah,
she's
it's
just
like
like
a stick.
ignoring
I will
Forrest
let you
completely.
know- I will let you know that I have plenty of good sticks, and all of you hear outside something else heavy hits the water.
I'm going
You
to
want to go
check.
check the corpses?
I'm going to check the corpses.
And if one's, looking kind of right, we could.
I will
mean,
fireball it.
If,
Wait, I don't have
There's
fireball.
currently, as you go up, there are 6 corpses floating in the water.
Are they moving?
Make a perception check.
I don't like that.
What if we want to fail?
11?
11. I mean, they're bobbing in the water, and the ship is moving away from them.
Hard to
They're still
tell.
moving.
That's fine. Everything's
Yeah.
fine. Meryl's just
Trish
gonna
is
have a
still in her
little,
room.
have a little
She's still
trip
in her
up
room?
when
Yeah,
whenever the
no one's
yeah.
called her out to panic, so she's not worrying about it.
Okay.
No. Meryl, keep an eye on it. When if she hears a corpse, she's gonna go look at it.
How do I put this out?
You just
how close is this fire getting to hold it?
fairly close, but not like enough. I assume that Forrest has
Forrest is not trying to hit the ship
no.
yet.
He's got enough awareness that wood doesn't usually like fire. His sword seems to be an exception.
Mm-hmm. Sticks, he's an expert.
Yeah, he's an
Yeah.
expert.
Mm-hmm.
And behind you, Tinker, Vanya and Naila seem to be wanting to come in and check the store as well.
Tinker would have quickly, like, while Forrest is waving around his flame sword, inquired about the price of that cloak.
40 gold pieces.
It's always inconvenient. Not inconvenient, but more like the timing. When you show up, you just don't have the money.
Really? Do I tend to show up when you don't have any money?
Yes, or maybe you.
Well, maybe you should call on me when you have money. I can leave if you want. If you don't want to make any business, I can leave. And you hear Nyla go, I would like to do business before you go.
No, I'm not saying leave. I'm just saying it's unfortunate. There's so many wonderful things to buy.
Well, how much was the wee shield, by the way?
20 gold. But honestly, for you right now, and she's like, her eyes are following the sword. Forrest, make an insight check.
An insight. I can do an insight.
Ooh.
Papa.
What about an outside?
A dirty
Damn.
20.
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
She is incredibly wary of your sword.
Ooh.
Oh.
She's like, she is surprised and excited, but she's also like, whenever you swing it like even slightly towards her. She does like a little backward. She's keeping a lot more distance than most of everyone.
Sort of like finally noticing that she's been like pulling back, sort of. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to.
It's
this is
alright.
new. Sorry.
It's all right. It's a old thing. Business, and she just like looks up towards, and she's currently like standing, leaned over the table. Remember that she's also very tall. She's when she's standing up straight, she's 7 feet tall, horns excluded. And Nyla walks in, looks at what's available, picks up these 2 almost like ocarina-looking rocks, and then from her own pockets, like fetches 3 bits of those dragon bones she carries and holds them out. And Nyla just says, equal. And Serena goes, maybe 4 bones? And Nyla just looks at her. I'm gonna roll some dice here. And Serena says, fine, 3. And they trade. And she takes, just holds them. She turns around and she hands one to you, Mirel, one of those stones.
Oh, what is this?
They're for communicating.
I see.
Oh, you got
You've
a
seen
rock,
similar.
Mirel.
You've seen similar. You're close enough to, like, you know enough to pick up that these are sending stones.
Ah, yeah.
Nice. very
Nice.
But you only got the one.
That's
Nyla seems to be
okay.
keeping the other.
That makes sense. Gotta have someone to talk to on the other side, you know?
Yeah, someone
Yeah.
to call while you're waiting for the bus. you know?
Yeah, be like, I'm waiting for my ship to come back from its walk. Can you talk right now?
Vanya will ask for, like... First off, Vanya walks up and whispers something to Nyla. Nyla hands her 1 dragon bone and then, like, rolls her eyes. And Vanya immediately walks up and says, like, holds out the bone and says, secrecy of transaction. And Serena says, all right, takes the bone. And Vanya then says, any texts about magic?
Yes,
Meryl's
accept.
just nodding in the corner.
And she talks a bit,
Embrace
they
your
seem to
destiny.
haggle, and she buys the scroll that Serena waved when Tinker spat at the wall.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And then Vanya walks off.
Should we sell off the spell canister, guys?
I honestly forgot you had it.
We do always seem to be short on gold when we need it. I feel
Yeah.
like
I feel like we
And
haven't
it's-
used it.
I
Yeah,
will
we used it
remind
once because it's just
Tinker,
a
I don't know if you have it written down, but you do also have
cleansing
a,
food
like,
thing.
a cool thing you could sell.
Me?
No, Tinker has.
Oh, Tinker,
He has
okay.
a rust monster antennae.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, the bits.
Yeah, you did.
We
Grabbed a
got-
lot.
We did grab monster bits. Yeah.
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 I sure didn't. I don't want that in my backpack.
Maybe you
Gross.
didn't put them down in your.
You definitely have an
inventory.
antenna.
rust monsters. When did we fight rust monsters?
I
Way
think
back when we
you
were
weren't there.
looking
I
for-
just think that Tinker maybe wasn't. No,
I,
it was
I think
actually
I might
was
have it in
Trish.
my notes. Yeah.
Trish is the one who wasn't there that session.
No, you definitely grabbed one because it was
Yeah,
right before we found Dumont.
Yep.
Trust me. You got
so
it.
if
I-
you want,
I
you can
definitely
keep
remember
it.
that.
It looks like imagine a moth antennae, but it's big enough
Ah.
like a what's it called, a duster, but it makes
Okay.
a metal rust when you touch them with it.
Okay. Well then, yeah, Tinker would produce that and the crystalline scab that he keeps
Oh, the
holding.
crystalline
hang-
scab
keeps-
as well.
He's just got it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the lily lamp that they pulled from the
from that artificial seed.
yeah. the
Oh,
artificial
yeah.
seed, yeah.
The crystal scab, Serena immediately stands up and says, "Take that thing away from me."
Okay.
Take that
Put it away.
cursed thing, put it away.
I put it away. I put it away. I'm sorry. I just pick things up.
I know. I remember you got it from Dumont, who is all right, by the way.
That was my question.
Oh,
At
good.
least I don't have to pay.
But I want nothing to do with that. More than necessary.
Glad he's alright.
He's all right. He did make very difficult choices the following days, but he's fine. Let's see. What else did you provide?
But yeah, the lily lamp and rust antennae.
Yes, and then the spell canister,
Spell
and
canister.
we probably don't need the lens of lesser rallying anymore either.
Probably not. No.
No, because no one
Whichever
else
one
has any frames.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever lens you think you're gonna use.
Tinker has the basic notes on how to start possibly producing frames, but like he hasn't like spent the time working on it.
Yeah, and it's not a super valuable one anyway.
Yeah.
Here's with all the items you provided. I'm gonna ask. How many items did you provide? The canister, the antennae, the little lamp,
And the
And
lens
and the lens.
of
the
lesser
lens.
rallying.
a lesser rallying. Okay, I'm gonna ask you to roll 3d8. No, 4d8.
I'll roll 2, you roll 2.
Okie dokie.
Watch out.
Ow.
I got 7 total.
I got 8 total.
Ooh, nice.
So she looks it all over and she says, "This is not bad. Lots of these things could definitely get sold quite quickly. I'm willing to offer you 15 gold pieces for the lot."
We aren't using them.
I'm trying to remember what she offered us for just the spell canister back when we...
Not a lot.
It was like just a couple, I
it's-
think.
It should be according to my notes. Hold on, I'm
I don't
doing
think I wrote it
mentals. I'm looking over my mentals. It should have been 2 gold for the canister because it's essentially a reusable, somewhat reusable spell. But it's
Thing, yeah.
also
We may as well take it. We're not really using these other items, so
Not really, no.
we always seem to be short on gold in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
probably wise.
All right. Well, Tinker will. I suppose Tinker will hang on to the gold, and we accept the offer.
How much was it? Sorry?
15.
15 gold.
All right.
Actually, no. I miscalculated. The spell canister should have been worth more. It should have been 10 gold on its own.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna roll another d8. So there, you get 8 more gold than what I just said.
Oh shit!
Yes.
All right, 23 then.
It is enough for a
I
little
don't want
shit.
to lie to you all. Not
Alright.
this
Wait, how much was the cloak?
This time.
time. The cloak
40, right?
was 40.
Ah. Not enough for a cloak.
Tinker now has 32 gold.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
yeah,
brooch
'cause-
was-
Damn,
'cause
you
I've
guys
still
got
got-
gold?
Well, yeah, Forrest hasn't been taking any gold from any of the rewards because
Oh,
he
that's
doesn't
right, you guys
because he
got
doesn't
rewards.
he
I
doesn't
wasn't.
understand money still very well.
I just was not present.
I've got
And-
18 silvers.
I got 4 silvers and a dream.
Yeah.
Trish has 12 gold.
Yes.
Bam!
The other one with the money stormed off in a huff.
Big spenders.
As you're finishing up conducting business, you can let me know if there's anything more you want to buy with your newly earned money. If you're just gonna save it
What's
for
the little shield?
it's a brooch of shielding.
Brooch of shielding.
It makes you immune to a set amount of charges of magic missile and force
Oh.
resistance.
That's pretty nice.
Yes, you gain resistance to force damage. Oh, actually, the 2024 version makes you fully immune to magic missiles rather than a amount of charges.
I
pretty
feel
nice.
like that's a pretty good
For-
use. I mean, if
For
you have a spare...
$20, yeah.
Yeah?
I think we should pick that up.
All right. Yeah, I think we'll add that into the trade. So I'll take 20 off the
Okay.
Tinker sees how longingly Forrest is like looking at that shiny thing. He's like, all right, fine.
How can I say no to that face? Look,
Yeah,
are the
it's
eyes
like a
getting
little
bigger? The eyes are
floating
getting bigger. How is he doing that? Oh, and now the lips
He's doing
wobbling a
a
little bit.
reverse Gandalf.
Tinker,
Instead of
can-
getting bigger, he's getting smaller.
Yeah.
Tinker, can I have the little shield?
Oh my gosh!
Trish, there's a soft knock on your door.
Hello?
The door opens. And stepping in
He's a corpse.
is Nyla.
She clears the throat and leans back. How can I help you?
I think we gotta talk about what comes next.
That's probably a good idea.
What are your plans in the city? What are your plans long haul? As a Raja, where are you going?
To be honest, I try to escape my fate as the marked one.
You're leaving?
I don't know what I want to do. I hate that fate's been told that I've got to do this something. That something is needed of me, something I have to do.
You don't want to ascend?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying I want to go explore the world, be me, do what I want, not because I need to get contacts and learn things and want to do things because it will help me later in life. I want to be silly. I want to be stupid. I want to be normal. But I can't with this mark on me. I want to be like my friend. She was able to stay home. She was able to be there.
Someone you knew didn't get marked?
No. In fact, she resents me because I got it.
And you want to get rid of it?
I don't want to get rid of it. I don't know why I was chosen.
No one
Do I want
does.
to
They-
ascend? Yes, I do. Anyone would be lying and saying that they didn't want to. But why me? Why not her? Why anything? I don't know what I want to do. I don't know what I want to see. And she sort of starts crying in confusion of the way she's feeling.
Nyla walks over and sits down next to you. Look, I get it, but we have a responsibility.
But
They're
why do
relying
we
on
need?
us.
But why do we need the responsibility? I'm so young. I don't even know the world. And she starts like really starting to cry now.
Nyla just sits there. And then she stands back up and says, I don't want to question who I am or why I'm doing this. I don't like thinking about it.
Trish sort of stands up and interrupts and goes, I understand you're probably going to try and give me wisdom in why things happen. But all in all, and I God hope he's not outside listening, I'm envious of Tinker. That chaotic little gremlin is free. He doesn't seem to have responsibilities. He just goes, I want to do this, and does it.
I don't think you know him as well as you think you do, if that's the case.
I probably don't. That's why I asked for this book that is just bullshit, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know about that book.
I mean, I'm already like 10 pages in, and it's all hand-drawn bullshit.
Yeah, it's just about a little Ro who decided to become a hero and started, instead of doing their actual job, just starting running around and trying to help people.
That's pretty
Something
cute.
you did immediately clock though is that they you realize some of the clothing that this row in the book, right? The like the way that their clothing's been described. It's almost as if Tinker took a bit of inspiration. Maybe this might have been a book that he read when he was young or something like that. But maybe like it's just
Oh my
something about it
goodness.
is you're just like lining up a few dots.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I understand. Please tell me what you are gonna be. I will always take knowledge. I will always take anything like that. But
I don't know
can't
if it's
promise.
true, but I've heard rumors. I once met a Ray who were born outside of Wormcrest. And they said
Chris
if I were
stumbles
ever
back.
curious, if I was ever curious to go to the Colossus Maw.
That sounds
And that's where we're gonna end for today.
Oh, that just sounds awesome.
Time to write some notes.
Time to write some notes. Oh, how we all feeling?
Tired.
Great to be
Gosh,
back.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Lots of many RP.
Yes. Many much.
Lots of many much the muchness.
The way it should be.
But
Okay,
that
are
just
way
means
we-
next week
shut.
we're gonna launch straight into getting back to
Lots.
Hague, right?
No. A couple more corpses.
Come on,
A couple of more corpses.
Man, when I thought you dropped a corpse on my... Not on my ship, Josie. Not on my ship.
Dropping a corpse right on our deck.
Right on our
my
deck.
Gosh.
I hate
Oh
it
my
here.
god, not on my deck.
It's called a poop deck, not a corpse deck, all right? It's fine.
It is for shitting only.
Yeah, exactly.
Shitting only.
So just so you guys know, after everything's happened,
Mm.
Trish has got a health potion and a lens that's worth 10 gold piece as well.
She's filthy.
Ooh, hell yeah. What does the
So-
lens do? Where do you get that lens?
I don't know. I was told.
You just have a lens?
I picked up the lens and I'm like, how much? 10 gold piece. That's what I wrote in there.
Sweet. That's awesome.
No idea what it does. All right.
Just so you
I
guys know,
mean, I
Merle
don't,
has...
I don't think we've ever got it
Actively
looked at
stored.
because I was always like, I'll sell this later.
We don't need to look at. We just pop it into Forest Sama and just
Lens of
see what we can
instant death.
Yeah, and be like, oh, okay, cool, yeah. Morel has a net, but over my dead body will I sell that? So
Don't sell
that has
that.
helped us
it
so
would,
much.
if you sold it, it would be a net
Oh,
loss
that's right.
anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I love it here.
That has been added to notes. Dragonborn born outside of Wormcrest.
Good.
So how long is it going to take Tinker to accidentally sprinkle the choking dust on someone's food rather than pepper?
Oh god. Yeah. How
It's
many
gonna have
different
to
ways can
activate.
it activate? Like, does it have to be blown, or like, can it be ingested, or what?
Here we go. I have it up here.
Wait, is it an actual item? Because I couldn't.
Yeah, it's called Dust of Sneezing and Choking.
Oh, dust. Oh, that's how I start. I typed powder. All right,
Ah.
my beard.
It's a rookie mistake.
It actually,
Powder
you
instead of
didn't get
dust.
enough. Usually the whole thing covers a big area, but yours is like for one person. You have to throw it in someone's face.
Yeah.
It's
Bucket
not as
sand.
good as the whole thing. But yeah, it can actually make people start suffocating and die.
It's
It's
fine. Hear me out.
What if Tinker died?
Surely
That would've
Serena
been
was not.
so- I feel like
I really
Hey,
thought you'd
fine,
survive
you
that
know?
one.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
Serena
but-
wouldn't have let Tinker die. from
no,
something
she had a counter agent available.
Yeah. I'm just saying. We all know that Q has like the little slits in his helmet. I'm just saying. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
saying.
they're this way.
That's fine. The little slits. Yeah, no, that's. I'm just saying. There are
Yeah.
holes.
I need to go. I'm falling asleep.
Good night.
Good
Before you
night.
run, let's do the thing. Everyone, thank you for being here. We're in our post-game talk bit now, but we're gonna let Sleepy Boy run away. So thank you all. I've been Josie Poser, the Dungeon Mistress, and running off right now is...
What a storm! Here is the sleepy boy playing Trish, which is a Dragonborn, Amethyst Dragonborn bard, and very envious of apparently a Cobalt in our party.
Yeah, we're getting more Trish tidbits.
We
which I
love
love.
Almost like
Backstory.
everyone got themselves... They were like, backstory? Trauma? Yes.
Trauma, yes.
No, I mean, what is backstory without drama?
Thank you so much.
Not
everyone.
all.
Sleep
Not all.
well.
Night, Orby! And he's off.
He is off. Who have the rest of us been, though? Who was benching with Orby?
Me, I'm benchmates with Orb. As he walks away from the green screen.
Spotting for him.
I needed to close the window.
Also, the corpses don't get in?
That's understandable. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys can see it on the actual stream, but
No,
just-
no.
he
the guy-
appears on one side of the green screen, disappears, and then appears on the other, and then it just.
It's good.
Anyway, I'm Ozzy Devro, and I've been playing Tinker Slobbersnout, the kobold that apparently everyone believes is free, but maybe he's the most caged out of them all.
I think he's very expensive, actually.
Wow.
He's precious.
Wow.
He's precious.
Wow.
And sitting across from Ozzy Devro, who do we have here? It is the cuddliest
It's
raptor.
me. It is me. I was just checking. Sometimes I forget. It's me. I've been Cuddly Raptor. I still am Cuddly Raptor. I've been
Oh.
playing Morel. I know.
Will you always be Cuddly Raptor?
You're a cuddly
I
raptor the
will always
whole
be Cuddly
time?
Raptor. The whole time. Yeah, and I've been playing Mirel, your favorite grumpy sorceress with a cat.
With a cat.
With a weird
With
cat.
a cat. And then, last but not least, now with a stick on fire.
Yeah.
Oh my
It's a hot
gosh.
stick. Now I got a hot stick.
Hot stick. Hot stick coming through.
Yeah, I'm Roju, also known as Participation Award, and I play Forrest Barkley, who is our Goliath Paladin, and now has a hot stick.
He's a hot stick. Yeah, so you can change that hot stick into a flame tongue weapon, essentially.
That
Bonus
is
action, fire.
Crazy.
I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you know.
Bright
I gave a
light
flame
as
tongue
well.
sword. Yeah, it's light. I gave a flame tongue sword, but with a caveat to a player in another game. They were like,
Oh,
"Oh,
yeah.
sword's on fire," but whenever they unsheath it, it just reeks of like rotten eggs.
Oh,
So everyone's
no.
like, "Oh no, put your sword away. It stinks."
It's one way to end a fight. Just
Oh, yeah.
pull out the sword that smells like eggs.
Yeah.
Well, rotting eggs.
Egg
Oh.
tongue sword.
Egg.
The egg tongue sword.
I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave.
And
Nice.
big, huge, mega shout out to Top Banana Art for those of you who didn't see it just before we went on our little leave. The new background. Look at
Yeah, we've got a beautiful Gavantel themed tavern background for the season.
for the season. And well, let's see what it looks like next season. Ooh, spooky.
Ooh. What is next season again?
Zandra.
Oh no.
Zandra. I don't remember
Oh,
Zandra. What's Zandra?
I know exactly what I should have
Sandra says every light source give off half light. Dark vision has half distance.
Oh, it's the dark time.
No, my dark
It
vision.
gets very cold, but instead gemstones light. They function as light sources, and the quality or the value of them like discerns how powerful they are.
Mhm.
Does that mean so Trish will either light up like a beacon or be super dull,
Hmm?
depending on how valuable Trish is?
How valuable is a life,
Mm.
really?
Oh god, what if it's based on her self-worth?
Oh, no!
no!
Oh, no.
She's either more lit or darkened depending on her mood.
She's just suddenly a mood ring.
She's a...
That would- that'd be
Speaking of
pretty great, actually.
self-worth, has anyone here seen Inside Out 2?
Yes,
No,
I have.
not the sequel. Sorry.
No.
Mhm.
I
Roju,
I watched it.
self-worth.
I watched it with Delia, and yeah,
It's the it's that's the best way.
yeah.
Oh, God.
that's about what I expected, to be honest. Just the little
It's just really good.
Mm.
I just recommend it to everyone.
It
It's
is a good
great
movie, yeah.
movie.
Both of the movies are good.
Yeah.
Both
That's-
of them are. That's true. That's true. But I think with that, we're going to wrap up today. Remember, join the Discord to keep up to date with news. No one-shot this month. But we're getting back to it. We gave ourselves a good amount of leave, but we're back. We're back. And next week, they will all be back in Hague.
Woo!
And who knows what might happen? I happen to know on good authority that Pabor has said that if Action finds out about the poop book, Tinker's dead. Because
I
Action
hope he
loves
does.
books.
Well, I
I-
mean, good thing, you know, there's no way to
Mm.
pin it on him, so
Yeah,
I
there's no evidence trail.
no evidence.
I don't know about this.
No.
Who
I don't
could've been?
think DNA tracing is that good in this world,
Mm.
right?
No.
What about
Right?
insight checks? They're pretty good.
Yeah. What about
Tinker is
identify?
Oh no! What if he?
Identify.
Okay, yeah, but what if he used the poop to scry on its owner?
Oh, I
Oh, like Scanlan,
Yeah,
but the other way?
yeah, reverse. Yeah,
Rise through his
I
poop?
yeah. To find the butthole it came from.
Oh my god. I think you find the cloaca that it came from. Thank you.
Oh,
very much.
True,
my
true,
apologies.
Yeah, that's
true,
true.
yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
That's very
think
true.
Tinker has a posterior orifice.
It's true. It's true. Look, I'm gonna interrupt this. I don't have a clean segue, but who feels like a dance party?
What about a dirty segue?
I just look. Let's go to the dance party, everyone.
It's not. Look, it's
Like
not
a
a dance party, but it is. So I'm sending leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving. Not with Biotic Nova. She's playing out leaving on a dance pad. I'm
Oh,
leaving.
that's so good,
I've never
though.
been here.
What do you mean? You've
do you
been
mean?
here all along, Sam Reich. It's
This is fine. Everything's
Click the
fine.
button, Cuddly. We'll see you
Oh,
all next
dear.
time.
All right, bye.